Hey guys, we have some interesting new news regarding the new Pokemon titles Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Pokemon Shiny Pearl, and Pokemon Legends. Now, I'm really excited to share all of my thoughts and opinions with you guys, but before I do, I think there's a couple of things I should mention before I proceed with this video. First, I really want you to know that I play Pokemon a lot. No, seriously, like a lot. I've been working on a project since 2015 where I breed a battle ready version of every single Pokemon, and I'm currently on Pokemon number 534. So I play a lot of Pokemon, and I think it's very important that you guys know this because I want to actually express to you guys at how much I actually play Pokemon. Many of you may know or not know, I've been pretty critical of Pokemon since the announcement of Sword and Shield. In numerous videos, posts, and groups, I've discussed my frustrations about Game Freak and their decisions with the franchise going forward. And with the removal of the national dex and the 60-minute battle timer, it honestly made me a lot more bitter towards the franchise. Now, in the past, I've been right about numerous things with the franchise, like the ranked battling and the removal of Dynamax from the Pokemon Smogon community to the ultimate decline of Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, I hope with this video I can hopefully be right again because I'm actually extremely optimistic about these new Pokemon titles that are coming out very soon. So Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl may not seem like much to fans at first glance, but I think there is something loud about the announcement of these new titles that we should be talking about. The fact that the game is back to its 2D style of gaming with 3D features has actually upset and stirred some people in the Pokemon community. But I think if we look a little bit harder, we may see things are not quite as the way we thought. The Game Freak has been doing a bit of soul searching, and what I mean by that is it almost feels like they are going back to the roots of their franchise and what people loved about their games in the first place. I openly welcome the idea of a 2D, especially as a huge fan of this generation. I actually consider this to be a very bold move by Game Freak. Not only that, but I also feel that as a consumer, I'm actually starting to kind of be heard. The game is being developed by Ilka, the company responsible for developing Pokemon Home, but of course under the vigorous grip of Masuda. Now, of course, Masuda was responsible of developing the original Diamond and Pearl, but many believe that some of the problems that the games have been recently having have been done by his decisions. But with all these different variables, I actually believe that there are going to be some big changes in the game that were made clear with these new announcements. Now, the big changes that I keep referring to that I think are very likely going to happen are the return of the Pokemon National Dex, the return of Mega Evolutions, and the return of the Battle Frontier. So the reason I feel like the National Dex is likely to happen because it's actually a big part of Diamond and Pearl's post-game story. And what I gather from the trailers is it seems like they are trying to be very true to the originals. And to be honest, that's not really a bad thing. Um, those games were whole and complete, and there was so much more that we could do with them, especially now with today's Wi-Fi capabilities. And not only that, but I also think that the Battle Frontier will be an excellent post-game content. Many Pokemon fans for a long time have been asking for both, difficulty and post-game content, and I think that Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl serve exactly just that purpose. Another thing to think about with today's Wi-Fi capabilities and everything that we have today would be the underground system that we had in the original Diamond and Pearl, where we would, dig up for fossils and things like that. And I think that it's an amazing idea to bring back Mega Evolutions for this exact purpose. Because rather than looking for fossils like Kabuto and all of these Pokemon that we've caught throughout Pokemon Go, Let's Go, and throughout the main series Pokemon titles, it would be something kind of nice to actually get some real rewards. So I was thinking the only thing that they could possibly do would be Mega Stones and Z Crystals. Now I don't see the return of Z moves being likely to happen. So the only thing that logically makes sense is to Mega Stones. And if they're gonna have all of the Mega Pokemon, that makes me also believe that they're gonna probably have a huge list of Pokemon to this game, which also makes me believe that the Mega Evolution will tie into the National Dex. I really believe that. So Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl weren't the only new games that were announced. And they also weren't even the main ones announced. Pokemon Legends is the newest upcoming title that I think is going to be game-changing for Pokemon. And I'm actually incredibly excited for this game. And even if I don't think that this game is the game that we all are imagining it's going to be, I think this game takes huge strides in taking a leap in the right direction. I think this game is very brave and very different for what we're used to with Game Freak, and I am very welcoming of this new idea. I mean, the possibilities that Pokemon Legends gives, it really blows my nerd Pokemon mind away. It specifically makes me think about my Pokemon that I've been breeding all of this time. I love my Pokemon, and just being able to think about taking them out of their boxes that I've been working with for so long, that have just been sitting there, to go and explore an open world RPG Pokemon where we can do numerous different types of things. I think that this could help build a deeper connection with all of our Pokemon. And connection is something that we've all, had with Pokemon. But the only connection that I feel like that we've had has been through our shiny hunting experiences, through our, story playthrough experiences. But like, when do we actually go through some real like hardship and like real adventure? So I thought that would be really interesting. My ideas go towards the idea of like, being across a huge lake and, throwing out your Gyarados, and you're riding on your Gyarados, and Gyarados takes you underwater, and, you're swimming underwater and you see loads of different types of Pokemon, and, you get back to the surface, and just my ideas go absolutely insane. And another thing that I thought was very interesting and that I wanted to point out about a game like Pokemon being open world versus a game like, say, Final Fantasy 15. See, Final Fantasy 15 was a huge, beautiful open world RPG, but really there wasn't anything to do in that game, at least from my perspective, and that's really why, ultimately, the reason why I didn't like it. But you see, big, open, empty spaces inside of a Pokemon world actually makes sense. It makes sense because Pokemon usually, travel in hordes and things like that. And then not only that, but it makes looking for these Pokemon way more exciting. I think that this idea works so much better with Pokemon than it works with most games. And I think that this is Pokemon Legends' strongest point. And I really think that in the next, 6 to 10 years, Pokemon is going to be going through some crazy, crazy game-changing, designs and overall story and how we play Pokemon as we know it. One more thing I want to mention before wrapping up this video is the fact that if they do manage to make this, a main part of the series, Pokemon Legends, and it not be like its own thing, this would be a very interesting concept of being able to bridge Pokemon over from Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl over to Pokemon Legend. So I think there are a lot of creative possibilities here that can be done with Game Freak, and I'm not putting it past them to let any of these games be let down. And I really do think in good faith that Game Freak is actually trying, and they've actually listened to a little bit of the feedback that we've been giving them. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did my absolute best on it. Go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.